1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. They'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be. Play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Swing to the fit, right. To the right.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off the bootleg. Rush. And he's going to go down again. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the bootleg. Rush. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there.
Division, we talked about Super Bowl predictions and all that, but what about a team from each side that might surprise us a little bit this year?
Well, the one I'm going to start with in the AFC shouldn't be a surprise when you look at who they have returning from injury, and that's the Houston Texans. They were running the AFC South for a while when everyone was healthy and J.J. Watt was getting to the quarterback. Now Deshaun Watson returns. So I love them as a trendy pick, but I'm going to take one where people are saying maybe they're a 5-win team. I don't believe that for a second. The Seattle Seahawks. I think that they will surprise people and contend in the NFC West.
Hey.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Breeze now on first down. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Breeze again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
95-56. Monday.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Escaping. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
Off the bootleg. Rush. He finds Hearns left side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
Gone! Leopard! Gone!
Off the bootleg. Rush. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
21. 11. Got it!
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Get set.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The final shot before break. Rush. And an alley to run. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And good starting field position. They'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Breeze now on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stuff.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, as we look back to the final week of the preseason and the roster cuts, that final day of roster cuts, a lot of noise was made. The biggest noise, though, Khalil Mack moving to the Windy City.
That's one that, let's look at it from Chicago's perspective. A young team growing, building on both offense and defense, and it's a city that loves defense. Khalil Mack being added to that group, that's just a win-win for them. Now you flip it over to Oakland. I never thought they'd let Khalil Mack go. I thought they'd figure out a way to get it done. But somehow, during the contract negotiations, everything broke down, and they decided to save that money, and they'll put it elsewhere in their roster. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They go to Elliott again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 5. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's a fumble. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a man.